What's up, YouTube? My name is Matt and this is my channel, Collectible Ink. I wanted to talk about the various grading companies' pressing service and their extreme turnaround times and what I'm attempting to do to combat that and get my books pressed and graded in a timely manner. So first, let's talk about CGC. CGC offers a couple different things. I will say this is mainly talking about modern comics, getting modern comic books pressed. For a quick press with CGC, you have to send in 15 books and it's $8 a book, but the turnaround time is 85 business days. If you didn't want to do a quick press, or say you weren't going to send in 15 books, you have to do modern, just their regular pressing service, and it's $12. And with that $12 service, it is 90 business days before they are done pressing your book. You can have it fast tracked for $6 more, which will make it $18. But even still, that's 60 business days for fast track. For $18, 60 business days just to have your book pressed. Now let's talk about CBCS. They're not much better on their turnaround times either. It's $12, or for 10 to 12 weeks is their turnaround time for 12 bucks. You can get fast track. It'd be $18, and they don't really say how much they shorten it, but I would assume you cut it in half, so 5 to 6 weeks, maybe 8 to 10. I'm not sure, they don't say, so it just says give us $6 and we'll fast track it, not what they'd cut the time in half by. Now, I've sent books to CBCS and to CGC and had them pressed and graded, and I can tell you that is not for me. It takes way too long. I'm too impatient of a person to wait that long for some of the stuff that I just want back in my collection. So there's two other companies that aren't so well known for their grading, but they do offer pressing services. One being PGX and the other being EGS. Now, I've tried PGX, as you might can see this little slab I have down here. It is a Spawn #1. I sent to PGX to have pressed and dry cleaned just to try their service out, just for myself, just so I know, not just taking everybody's word for if they're a horrible company. Now, I understand CGC books are going to fetch way more money than a PGX book, but this is a Spawn #1. There's like a million of them, so I don't really see why you wouldn't send this book to PGX to give them a shot. So I think they did pretty good with the pressing service. Actually, this book had 2 spine ticks that did not break color here and here, and they got them out. The book looks good. Came back a 9.8. So PGX has a modern pressing service for $13, and doesn't say what their turnaround times are, but when I sent in this book to have it pressed, dry cleaned, and graded, I got it back within 6 weeks. So I would assume just having it pressed would be 4 to 5 weeks, maybe. I can get my book pressed and sent back to me. The other company is EGS, which I do not have a slab with me. I have used them, but I don't have a slab. Their pressing service right now, they're guaranteeing 21 business days for $13, which is probably some of the best lead times you could find out there for pressing. I've just never used them for pressing, so I don't know how good of a job they would do. So what I decided to do to try to get my Ultimate Fallout 4 second print pressed and graded in a timely manner, I've decided to send to PGX for the pressing service. And then I'll get it back and then I will send it to CGC on fast track for grading. I think that's going to work the best for me, getting the book back in a timely manner that I'll be happy with. Now, I also wanted to kind of document how good of a job they do pressing and how bad. So I kept one copy back. I sent 4 of these Ultimate Fallout 4 second prints in to them. I think I shipped them yesterday. So I wanted to show kind of the defect that I have. You can kind of see maybe. Let's see if the light catch it. There's a little bit of a spine rolled tick or something that doesn't really break color there. This one copy that I'm kind of showing here, I kept back for a couple of reasons. I didn't think it would fetch a 9.8 for some other reasons other than this defect. But the 4 books I sent in all had this similar defect. And let's see if I can get the light to shine. I don't know if you guys can see it. It is right there. I don't really think it breaks color. So I think it's a pressable defect to come out. And if anything, it'll definitely make it look better if I don't decide to have it graded, if it doesn't look good, or if it does break color once it lays flat and you can kind of tell better maybe. I'm not sure. This one might break color. Definitely think it does. But some of the ones I sent in were the better ones, where that defect wasn't as bad as this book has. And then right there, you can kind of see that little dent on the spine on the back. So the 4 issues that I sent into PGX all had very similar defects as this. So I will add another video to this playlist showing the results of having my books just pressed by PGX, and we will see how quick they turn it around and see if we can cut some of this turnaround time in half and save money. All right, thanks.